What's good, Internet? My name is attackslug. Welcome back to Wrestling Empire on the Nintendo Switch. Still in wrestling school, but I am a champion, and hopefully somebody will see that and sign me. But right now, we have a tag team match with multiple refs versus Blonde Blunder's team. Let's proceed. So why there are multi-refs? I don't know. But Blonde Blunder and Bully Demise are in the building. Who will be the Slug's tag team partner? Oh no, the Dynamite! The Dynamite. And commentary is here, which is great. And he is not pleased with that. And yeah, we're here with multi-refs doing that referee thing. They're hugging. Gots to give the people what they want. So, attackslug and David Highbrow. So that's Damian Sandow, or Aaron Rex, if you will. But the champ is here on this fine Thursday on the program for another tag team match. And I swear to God, don't ask me to be your partner. Seriously. This is the first title I've won in my hopefully long and illustrious career. It's also the last you'll ever hold. If you want to make history, I'll make you history. I have Dynamite. Relax, bro. Right? Relax. So, let me start counting those defenses so that you can be another notch in my belt. Baby. Hey! You aren't legal. What's going on with that? Springboard! What's going on with that? Let's change some camera stuff here and see if we can't get things a bit better sorted. So, who is the legal competitor? Is it Blonde Blunder? Who, again, was a tag partner and then wanted to be my tag partner permanently, and I don't want a tag team partner permanently. I want to be a singles competitor, winning singles gold, and getting signed to a major federation, if at all possible. But all of y'all keep being in my tag teams and then wanting to be that have made permanent, and I don't want that. No thank you, says the Slug. No thank you. Get out of the ring. Referees, you got two. There's two of y'all. Get it under control. So, it is Thursday, which means it was NXT and A-Dubs last night. And we have some things to discuss from those shows that happened as things head into the new year and heading towards Revolution and the Royal Rumble and the, what is the next NXT one called? I forget. But there is another NXT show happening here at some point, which I would imagine would include the finals of the Dusty Classic on both sides, the men and the women. So, we'll see. But right now, Blonde Blunder is blundering it pretty hard, and I don't appreciate the blundering, right? Anyhow, so, NXT opened with Shotzi and Candice again, one more time. That happened, and Candice won, and that's gonna, be, hey, they're both gonna be fighting in teams in the Dusty Classic, so of course have them fight in singles, but hey, man, they already had a long feud. They ended with the War Games. We don't need to see it again, but they had time to fill. Like, if the rumors are true, and there's people that are obviously off the show because they're in quarantine, you've got time to fill on a 2-hour show. So, I get that. Now, Finn Balor was out wondering who's next to challenge the Balor Club. Who's next for the Prince? And it looks like it's going to be Pete Dunne. So, the Bruiserweights wants a piece of Balor Club, which is fine, right? But of course, he had his boys there of Birch and Lorcan, and there was Undisputed Era to back up, well, not necessarily back up Balor, but because they want those tag team titles from Birch and Lorcan. So, belly to belly on the Blunder. It's blunderful. It's blunderful. So, the opening of the Dusty Tag Team deal with the men was the Grizzled Young Veterans versus Everrise Rules. And of course, Everrise does not rule. They lose because Everrise. So, they advanced. We had the announcement that Shotzi and Ember will be a team in that tournament. And that starts for the ladies next week. Don't tag out. Well, also your health is not great there, Bully Demise. So, I ain't that concerned about whoever you're supposed to be. I honestly don't know. So, are you Bill DeMott is my question, right? Is that the deal? Are you Hugh Morris? Is that who you're supposed to be? Because I don't know. I legitimately don't know. But the bear hug, nope. Overhead toss. Now then, Gargano fought Dexter Lumis, and Gargano won somehow, someway, just by the skin of his teeth, and beat Lumis. That was fine. The fight pit, officially next week, is that fight pit. So Ciampa and Thatcher going at it. They had a sit down with Wade Barrett in the middle for reasons, you know, to keep the peace there. Important to have the bad news with that. So we had the debut. Get up, get up, get up, get up. Woo! RKO out of nowhere. 1, 2, 3. That's right. Me and Sandow win. We did that. Now stop trying to put me in tag teams. Baby. My profile considerably improving as I continue to make zero money. Even Blonde Blunder, by virtue of being in there with me, went up. We're already in the 3rd month of the game here. It's March. Buddy Buchanan went to Maple Leaf Grappling. Slick Dude defeated Union Jack to be the new TV champion. So, Rick Rude defeated the British Bulldog. Conan got released by Super Lucha Libre. Back to the Indies. King Bombard is said that Conan has left Super Lucha Libre. Polka Paulo has gained some weight. He is 342. Hefty. 6-way for my title? A 6-way? Are you serious? At what point is anybody going to sign the Slug, the hottest free agent in the business today? I should definitely try to increase my stamina to a whopping 65. So, I'll take it. Now then, let's hop in here. This is going to be an abject and absolute nightmare. I don't know. I already see Blonde Blunder in there. The champ is here. Don't discount the champ and my ability to defend my title. That's right. I'm wearing it. I'm wearing it and saying, yep, whoop whoop, champ is here. Now then, we have Vendetta. We have Blonde Blunders in here. We've got Bastion Booger. Wait. Flex Beanbag. Buff Bagwell. The stuff, if you will. Why? First of all, I'm the champion, right? And traditionally, champions enter last. So that's a problem. Is this first pinfall to win, or I don't know what's going to happen here. So, Spine on the Pine. I am the champion, and this should be an absolute nightmare. Now then, we had a debuting tag team in the Dusty Cup, and that is MSK. We knew they had signed, so that's not surprising. And they beat the team of Atlas and Swerve, which there was certainly an unlikely team in those two as they've been feuding as of late. So why are they a team? I don't know. They were feuding some more afterwards. It happens. They lost. Xia Li beat some jobber in literally 2 moves. So I'm not sure where this thing goes with her and her mystery-like person that is commanding her to do things from the throne at ringside. I don't know, man, but sure. It goes, it's going, it's doing things. There's something. There's also no referee in the ring here, which is kind of like, wait, what? Why? Huh? How? Huh? How is there a rope break when there's no referee in the ring to call a rope break? Bastion Booger. How? Tell me how. And the final match of NXT, whoa, for the evening, was Breezango in Undisputed Era, which was Cole and Roddy Strong, with O'Reilly at ringside, even though he's not medically cleared to be at ringside. And sure, Cole and Strong win this match, unsurprisingly, but obviously all kinds of pandemonium there with Pete Dunne and his boys and Undisputed Era, and it all broke down there. Balor was in there. It was just, chaos at the end of that deal. It's fine. It's wrestling. But yes, Cole and Strong advance in that Dusty Cup, baby. So, oh my god, Lance Monaco is here. Whose side is he on? Whose side is he on? Anyhow, AEW from last night was the second night of their New Year's Smash. And that started off with Pac versus Eddie. And of course, Pac wins that match because he's Pac, right? But of course, chaos after that match with his family, with Eddie Kingston's family, with the Death Triangle, with Lance Archer. That whole thing is still ongoing in a lot of different directions, if you will. Now, we had Miro facing off against Chuck E.T., Chuck Taylor. And that one was, if Chuck E.T. loses, he was going to have to be the young boy to Miro for 30 days. And they've tried to explain what that means. And again, it's technically the Young Lions. If you want to actually go to the how it works in Japan. But they've kind of said, all right, we can't call them Young Lions, we'll call them Young Boys, which still sounds weird. So now all right, he's going to be his butler. Which, again, to the common person who doesn't watch wrestling or is not that familiar with how things work in wrestling, then, all right, butler makes sense. That's a very old wrestling angle. That's fine. So, Taylor loses, taps out, and has to be the butler to Miro for the next 30 days. Now, we continue a bit with the Hardy Party here, where Matt Hardy made them sign a deal that gives him their money, or at least a cut of their earnings, in terms of managing them and that whole thing. And that continued, and they kind of say, hey man, you're getting ripped off here. You're a carny. He's like, how dare you? That kind of stuff happened, so it was fine. The Inner Circle and their New Year's resolution deal was amazing. Like, in that 5-minute thing, they got so much done. It was short, it was sweet, it was effective, and it furthered a bunch of different stories within and around the Inner Circle. But also, they're going to be in a 3-way tag team match, all of them, next week, fighting each other. So it is Jericho MJF, and it is Proud and Powerful, and it is Sammy and Hager. And Sammy Hager, which, if you weren't around in the 80s and 90s, that's not going to play. But if you're a fan of Van Halen, you know who that is. So that was pretty funny to me. But having Sammy Guevara be too young to understand who that is was funny, right? Like, that whole thing, there was a bunch of great lines in there, and as a promo, like, as an overall, 5-minute promo, I enjoyed it a whole lot. It was good. It was good. So, besides that, Hangman looks like he is teaming with the Dark Order next week, and then he will decide, after that match, will Hangman join the Dark Order? And honestly, that whole thing with Dark Order seemed like, yeah, they're getting on the train with them being faces. Finally. How it should be at this point after the passing of Mr. Brody Lee. So, that's good. That is a good direction for Dark Order, right? And hopefully Hangman joins. And, it should be fun. There's a good dynamic there that I'm enjoying, and I hope that they continue with that. So, we had Kenny Omega, all right? Young Bucks. They got back together last week. It was too sweet, right? But he was supposed to tag with them tonight, or I guess he was supposed to tag with them in a 6-man tag team match. That was supposed to happen. He said, yeah, man, me and you, I'll go out first, then you, and then we'll do that. And Omega had his long overdrawn, entrance type stuff. Fine. And, it wasn't the Bucks. He called out his best friends, and who comes out but the Good Brothers. Right? So, Gallows Anderson working a match officially on AEW on this show. So many rope breaks is unconscionable. Unconscionable. And they fought Pillman, Griff Garrison, and Danny Limelight, I think was his name. Something like that. Like, never heard of him, but I don't watch Dark, so it is what it is, right? But of course, they win the match, and there were no Young Bucks, and that was that. But, afterwards, out comes Moxley, out comes the Lucha Bros, right? And it's not it's not that the Lucha Bros are helping Moxley. It's that Phoenix is pissed from last week, losing to Omega. Like, that's kind of what that was. But of course, the Bucks came out, and now Lucha Bros and the Bucks get into it, and that was all going down. After that was the waiting room with Dr. Britt Baker. For the first time on Dynamite and not on Dark. And again, I don't watch Dark, so it's my first time seeing it, and it was hilarious. Like, it was kind of a mess about halfway in, but the opening, just ripping on Cody Rhodes, And the dynamic of Baker and Rebel was great, right? And that, like, as a wrestling fan, you go, oh, that's kind of like the Abraham Washington and Tony Atlas thing, right? From ECW back in the day. Like, not the old, but, the sci-fi era ECW, right? But that dynamic of Baker and Reba, or Rebel, is really just Johnny Carson, Ed McMahon, Tonight Show from the 70s, the 80s. Like, that's that. Got your main guy, and you got your guy laughing on the side. Like, that's that whole thing. And they have a very unique laugh that they play off of, and that's what that is all based on, classic late-night talk show being-ness, right? It's a tale as old as time, and it works. So, happy to see that. But it kind of devolved once they brought in Jade Cargill to remind Cody about Shaq and that whole thing, and she's just not great on the mic. And then they went immediately to them watching the video of Baker attacking Rosa, and then a video of Rosa, who's under quarantine right now, saying, guess what? Beach break, me and you, Britt Baker. Tony Khan signed it. It's happening. Right? So there was that. And overall, good times. FTR beat Jungle Boy and Marco as they should have. Honestly, seeing anybody sell like FTR from Marco's stunt is still, like, you can only believe so much in wrestling, and that's a bit too far even for me, right? But, also on this show, Deeb defended her NWA Women's World title against Tay Conti, and defended and retained that title. Speaking of retaining, we have 40 seconds left in this match. And if there's no winner, that means I win and retain my undergraduate championship. And I'd be fine with that. Absolutely fine with that. But hey, if you want to tap here, Blonde Blunder. Okay. Lance Monaco won't always be here. He's holding that German suplex. Why are you raising my hand? You were in the match. What is wrong with you? Lance Monaco. Attack Slug. That's not my picture. That's not my picture. That's Flex Beanbag. Vendetta. Really? I gotta sit in on commentary now? That happens in this game? That's definitely new. Sure. What does that actually mean? I don't know. But it gives me $70. And when I'm losing $100 a week, I'll take what I can get. Good God Almighty. Give me that headset. Boomer sooner. Here we go. Good God Almighty. It's going to be Alan Gator in this matchup. Taking on... and his opponent will be... Crucial Kennedy. Like, I don't think I actually do anything here on commentary besides just sit here with my belt. And, like, it's just me alone. I mean, I'm used to that here on YouTube, but don't taunt me with a chair, you bum. I'm gonna sit here and commentate? Like, what does that actually mean for me and for the video? Well, alright, sure. It's fine. But I can't... Yes. Hopefully Alan Gator here should easily put away Crucial Kennedy. Anyhow, yes. So, fun fact. This show, this AEW show, is the first time in a long time we have seen Serena Deeb and Luke Gallows on the same program. Not since the Straight Edge Society on SmackDown with CM Punk all those years ago. Fun times. Now, we also had the main event, and that was the TNT Championship on the line. It was a Darby Allin. It was the Machine, Brian Cage, and good God, Darby Allin. Some of those bumps are ridiculous. They love breaking that ringside table, and he literally just picked it up off his head and just yeet! And just from the ring all the way to the ringside and through the table, and it was staggering. But Darby does what Darby do, and Darby retained that TNT Championship. That was 58 seconds. Alan Gator is a threat. Tenryu Mist has been released by Rising Sun. Rio Carrera released by Super Lucha Libre. Essa Carrera is sad that Rio has left. Hugh Jazz defeated Riparesa to be the new North Champion of Federation Online. I can't believe the game didn't go over. Tall Order stamina has gone down. And I'm still defending against Blonde Blunder. I wonder if it's literally having to increase your popularity to a certain level to get companies interested in signing you. I'm only at 64. I gotta keep winning matches and hope that somebody actually knocks on my door and picks a fight with me. But yes, Darby retains on that show, and that was the end of that show. And of course, we have things happening next week. But that's it for today. I'm attackslug. Thanks for watching. More videos right here. See you next time. And I'm out!